What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4 back with a brand new WWE Champions video. Now, the truth will set you free, and we got a brand new trial contest for none other than Modern Era Acrobat R-Truth the Truth, and it is running until Christmas Day. However, although this contest has officially launched, it does not mean that it was properly introduced into the game with no problems whatsoever. It was actually the opposite. A lot of issues came with the official launch of this content, and it affected a lot of players within the community in a very negative way. Now, one thing to make clear when it comes to trial units, when you are given a 5-star unit to use for trial content, it is given to you within your in-game messages. You're given the card of the character as well as the duplicate shards to max out their moves. Now, as you can see, I was given the same amount that many players were provided when it came to the duplicate shards. 10,549 shards of Acrobat Truth. And you're also given the trial card. So when you claim it, he will pop up in your roster, and then you go to your roster to properly unlock him, and then it's on to the next one, right? Wrong, because a lot of players, including yours truly, got hit with a huge issue right out of the gate. Because when you went to unlock Truth from your roster, it required you to spend 3,000 of the shards that were going to be going towards his moves just to unlock him. Now, this does signal something interesting for sure within the Game of Champions moving forward, because R-Truth is now the very first champion that can be unlocked at 5-star bronze with 3,000 shards. But that took away from players being able to fully max out all of the moves provided, and on top of that, it wasn't even the proper amount of shards needed to max out his moves. So that rubbed people the wrong way right there. But then there was also another issue, because Champions and Scopely weren't prepared for so many people to bum rush the game to log in to unlock Truth. So a lot of players, not only were they able to unlock him but come up short duplicate shard wise, but then you also had another situation happening where people were able to unlock him, but as soon as they went to recruit him and sacrifice those 3,000 shards to properly bring him into their roster, the game would crash, forcing players to exit out of the app and then re-enter into the app. And once they were back in the game, R-Truth was gone. No shards, no card. So then you have people missing out on the content, and that is a true low blow. Like, genuinely, trial content has been something that many players look forward to. Now, some people also seem to not understand how trials work. The coins that you are rewarded through the milestones of the contest are from leveling him up all the way up to 10. So he starts off at level 1, and you max him out by going up 209 levels, because 209 plus 1 is 210, and then you are reimbursed all those coins. So a lot of people have decided not to invest in them properly because it's not adding out. You're basically being refunded the coins that you put into them when it's all said and done. So I personally went ahead and I leveled them up by 10 levels, making sure that I hit each milestone properly, and I was able to clear out and max out all the contest milestones. Sad to say, some players did not have that luxury, and that is a problem that bothers me, because we've had enough milestones that pertain to trial champions that they should have fixed this bug, instead of people properly maxing him out and then missing that final milestone. So again, I just want you all to think about this. People received him in game, and then they didn't get enough duplicate shards to properly max out all his moves, had to spend 3,000 of those duplicate shards to unlock him properly to the game. Then those who also recruited him, if they didn't get gypped out of the shards, they got gypped out of the character completely. And then others who maxed out R-Truth were not given the proper milestones for maxing it out. Now that's just a true slap in the face. And on top of that, you had a lot of players, games lagging, errors going left and right, causing them to die, costing them health packs and faction tokens on top of everything else that was going on. And that is not cool, especially when you have a character like R-Truth who has been highly requested for the longest amount of time. And you got all this happening before the official launch of his Mega Superstar Loot banner this upcoming weekend during Flash Feuds. That's asinine. That's not cool, and it's not right at all. And that's just sad. Just think about that. You're finally getting to play as a character that you really wanted to play as, and then you're given the shards for his moves, but then you have to, you gotta dip into those just to bring him forth onto your account. And I get it. Some champions, that's how it works. You get the shards of them, you recruit them. I understand that. I've done it myself. But you shouldn't have to dip into those shards when you're provided the card in your in-game messages. Those shards should have been left alone. He should have easily just been unlocked, and you would have still had the 10k plus shards. And then, like they did later, they fixed this issue by sending out the additional duplicate shards. But look here. They can't even get an in-game message notice right because look, oops, looks like you could use some more shards for Zombie Alistair trial. You're telling me that you're that lazy that you couldn't even switch out the name of the character? You genuinely just copied and pasted the character, let alone the last character that it should have been was DX Army HBK. No, we're going back to Halloween. We're going to Zombieland and we're bringing back Zombie Alistair. Does that look like Zombie Alistair? No, it does not. So, oh man, it's just horrible because I've seen so many support tickets from players and the responses given from the reps of Scopely, okay? I understand outsourcing some of your employees does save a buck. But when you are a multi-billion-dollar company, there should be no room for error. You should be on top of everything. Everyone working is making more than enough money that I don't need these type of issues going on in game. Okay? And nobody does. And it's issues that have affected the entire community. Now, the plus side is, from what I've heard, is that people who were missing out on R-Truth have been properly resent R-Truth so they can now officially add him to the game, and they got the proper amount of shards. So they did right this wrong because they were definitely not going to extend the trial period so you could use him to clear any type of content on a higher difficulty level like the brand new Royal Rumble tours. Man, he is so much fun, in my opinion. I wouldn't say he's a god tier unit, but I would say that he's a fun unit. That's the best way to put it. And no lie, the cool thing about it is here, and it's very unique within itself, you're able to recruit different characters at different star rarities. We've seen it at 2-star gold, we've seen it at 3-star bronze, silver, and gold, 4-star bronze, silver, and gold, and now he is the very first unit to show that you can recruit a champion at 5-star bronze. But you also gotta look at how RNG is. Like I mentioned over the past weekend, I did some pulls for 123 Kid, and literally I got back-to-back pulls that said unbelievable, making me think, oh, I'm about to hit the mother load of 123 Kid shards, and literally all I ended up walking away with was 2 shards of 123 Kid. So 3,000 shards to recruit a champion. Yes, that saves you tokens. Yes, that saves you a little bit of time with investing in resources so you can stack up to take him to 5-star silver, but you still got to think. Let's think about some things here, okay? As good as R-Truth is, in my opinion, with the brand new Snowfall Gem mechanic, it's absolutely amazing. Turning entire columns or rows into a specific color so you can load up your moves, let alone dealing increased gem damage with those color gems of that specific color, or turning entire columns or rows into certain specialty gems. This means that the possibilities are endless moving forward. Think about it. If you had entire rows that could turn into botch gems, silence gems, blast gems, X break gems, cross break gems, row break, column break, it would be phenomenal. Then you throw in the new choose move mechanic like Texina, throw that in there too. So you're not only dealing chaotic damage with those different types of specialty gems, but you're also hitting hard chords, the wild cardos too. This is going to be a new type of meta within the game, and there's so many new characters that could have this. So many characters. I hope that we get a free-to-play MLC unit that utilizes Snowfall gems. But I think a characters that aren't even in the game yet, like Bobby Lashley, Almighty, or the Hurt Business, easily I could see him utilizing it. A character like Karrion Kross or Damian Priest, I could see that happening. King Kong Bundy. There's so many opportunities now with these brand new types of Snowfall gems. Just remember, their counter's going to be freeze gems, so we're more than likely going to see some new Snowfall guys and gals, as well as brand new freeze counters to those husbandos and waifus. But overall, in my opinion, R-Truth is a very fun guy. Easily, he can get things done within, 2 turns, maybe 3. He can hit, he can cycle, and just to have that option of multiply gems or a certain color that's going to allow you to constantly cycle and deal some crazy epic damage that you're able to increase. Yeah, he's another X-Pac. He has to use Woods and Lawler, but at the same time, he's going to be a benefit to any roster. I'm just really heartbroken that how they went about things with this. This could have been a smooth launch. Everybody could have easily went into their in-game messages, got all the shards needed to max out all the moves, didn't have to recruit him with 3,000 of those duplicate shards, could have easily just hit the poster, boom, pops open, and then you got the shards to max out the moves. Thankfully for me and a lot of players within the game, we were able to just, go off of the moveset builds after watching the exclusive 5-star gameplay from the Broskis, and you were able to just make a easy decision on which moveset you wanted to go with. But he gets the stamp of approval for me because I don't often use perks. And I was able to clear a lot of content within the brand new Royal Rumble tour that I was allotted to with him not having any perks on the side, just the trainers that were equipped. And I was able to take on 5-star bronze tech Kofi, who's strapped out the wazoo and hits like a freaking freight. And R-Truth bodied him, absolutely bodied him with the double purple and the snowfall blue. I was able to wreak havoc, and it was just an easy clap. Yeah, I got hit hard a few times, but I was able to take him down, and it didn't cost me that many health packs. And I also have fun playing around with other types of builds, utilizing Slick Rick for an overall boost to all gem damage, utilizing Showboat Matt Hardy for multiply gem damage. The guy is highly versatile, and I do think he is going to be a solid addition to WWE Champions moving forward. But the snowfall gems are definitely a unique mechanic now moving forward into the game, and I look forward to seeing more specialty gems properly introduced, and I look forward to seeing what champions in 2021 are brought forth to not only add on to the possibilities of snowfall gems, but also to counter them. And I've seen people within the community talk about R-Truth. Some are highly impressed by him. Others, not so much. And it's all good. It's understandable. Just because a new champion comes out doesn't mean everyone has to kiss his or her butt. Doesn't mean you have to be a fan of them, because that's one thing that I always say. Yeah, just as awesome as it is to recruit a brand new champion that's absolutely broken or just overall fun, the same way I spoke about Connecticut Blue Blood, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, might not be a god tier unit, but he's fun to use. R-Truth falls in the same category, and he's the first of his kind. Not only is he the first champion to use Snowfall Gems, but he's also the first character that can be recruited at 5-star bronze. So he brings a lot of firsts into the game, but this isn't Champion's first rodeo pertaining to trial contests, and I just see too many errors here. Again, to be able to recruit somebody you're given the poster for, but you still have to use the shards that are meant for their levels to be maxed to unlock them. is insane. Then on top of that, to have the game crashing in the midst of multiple players throughout the community trying to unlock him, and then he's gone, no shards, no card whatsoever. That's horrible. Trying to level and max out the coin contest to be reimbursed your coins, and then miss out on the latter milestones of those rewards. That's not a good look either. And then to not even be that proactive to properly write the proper name of the character whose trial is live. That is just insanely lazy to me. And to know that they have the money to fix all these issues, and then for people to be sending tickets in for a problem that they created, that they caused, that just is ludicrous, and it's not right at all. So as much as I love R-Truth, and as much as he was a huge upgrade to the roster temporarily, this trial contest, in my opinion, honestly, was a huge letdown. They've done it multiple times over already. You think that they would have it down pat by now, but it's crystal clear that they don't have the right people in the right position to get the job done all the way around. And I think they need to go to the drawing board with the New Year's coming around the corner and start over and invest in getting people that are going to take pride in their job and occupation. And that's just me. So if you agree or disagree, that's cool. I just feel that after having such a long time of players requesting this guy to be in the game, and then to see it handled so poorly, it's not just a slap in the face to R-Truth, but a slap in the face to the community once again, to show that they just care about the money. They gave us the trial, obviously, and it's a thankful thing. Yes, you get to take care of certain difficult content. I mentioned, hey, even without perks on my side, he was still able to take down 5-star opponents that were strapped out the wazoo and had everything in their corner to come out on top, and he still dominated. So whether you want to count him as a god tier unit or not is truly up to you. But in my mind, he does get the stamp of approval from yours truly, the bad guy at WWE Champions. I just really wish that how his contest was handled, I wish that it would have been done better. Because another issue that I didn't talk about earlier, but I'm going to bring up now, is the strap. You win his legendary strap, and literally, thankfully, I checked it out and I realized, oh wait, there isn't even a strap in here. And some people popped open the strap case without even realizing it and had an invisible strap. And I pray that they get their strap properly reimbursed to them, because it's a horrible thing when champions literally ask for photo proof of things. I know it's hard. It's hard at times. It can be a hit and a miss, but a lot of people aren't going to try to get over on you, and they're going to show you screenshots of their situation, and then sadly, by the time they get reimbursed, it's already too late, or champions and Scopely close the ticket, and then you're SOL for sure. And I don't want no one taking an L when it's crystal clear that champions were the ones that dropped the ball on this one. So with that being said, great champion, fun unit. Hopefully a lot of you are able to pull him and recruit him this upcoming weekend and moving forward. Again, the very first ever Snowfall Gem user. Looking forward to seeing more variations of this for sure. Great way to cycle moves moving forward with in champions, and a great way to capitalize on different types of specialty gems, whether offensive or defensive. So definitely going to be changing the landscape for certain, especially now with the upgrade to Metals 2. It's definitely going to be an interesting situation in PvP content moving forward as we draw nearer to the rise of 5-star silvers and later on down the road 5-star golds. But R-Truth definitely gets the stamp of approval from me, and I hope that you're all able to enjoy him while it lasts. Get as much content done with him as you can, but let's not forget either. Champions truly dropped the ball on this one, man. They really did. Great character and everything, but this was handled horrendously, and I hope that they right the wrongs with the very next trial champion that comes out. But Hopefully, everything gets properly resolved for everyone. By now, you should have R-Truth and all of his shards to take care of him properly, maxed out move-wise. If you got the coins and levels, you'll be good to go too. And for those who did miss out on the milestones of the contest, hopefully they right that wrong. To those of you who are missing your straps, hopefully they make things right as well. And let's just hope for the best as we gear up for this upcoming weekend's Faction Feud series. So, with that being said, y'all, hey yo, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. What are your thoughts on R-Truth? Again, I've seen a little bit of hit and miss. A lot of people enjoy him. A lot of people respect him but don't think he's God tier. Others don't care for him because they've proven that they can beat him in different setups and situations through Showdown. I've seen him being used by people. So let's just chop it up. What are your true thoughts about R-Truth? What are your thoughts about Snowfall Gems? I am glad that they at least gave him a solid link with Carmella, which makes him even more insane in the membrane. If you run that double purple with the Snowfall blue, Lawler and Woods on him, oh my God, he is clapping cheeks left and right, let alone he's helping Carmella get the stacked up if she has to come in. Submission all day, every day, each and every way. So, impressed by him, but let down by the launch. Again, there are a lot of issues that I hope get resolved. Sorry that this was too long-winded, but I had to air out my issues with champions, and I hope that you're all having fun. Another thing I also want to address too before I head out, they actually have some free vouchers for you to claim on the portal. So make sure you go and claim those. You can actually use those in-game on a brand new prize wall that popped up, and it will give you different variant amounts of color TP as well as coins. And best things in life are free, especially when it comes to WWE champions. Who knows what other kind of offers they might launch as we get closer to Christmas, and that's literally right around the corner. So let's see how these things go. Plus, we're nearing the conclusion of the 12 Days of Christmas event. So we got a lot going on before Flash Feud weekend. So bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you and my beloved hashtag champions fam. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to share it. And if you haven't done so already, but you rock with your boy, yours truly, the bad guy at WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, please subscribe as well as hit the bell icon so you receive all future notifications from this channel. And until next time, let's chop it up in the comments below. Leave your questions so they can be answered in the final Q&A of the year. And stay tuned until next time.